If they want it in regular notation, then you put a 3.
Well, it says right in the scientific notation of that.
3.0, and then move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
A lot of their.
Yeah.
Tens, hundred thousandths, 10 thousandths, 100 thousandths, million, 10 millionths, 100 millionths, 3 billionths. So what you did in your head is you took 0.00006 divided by 20 million, and you got 3 billionths. That's your answer.
But it said scientific notation.
Yeah. Write the answer in scientific notation. So that's your answer.
Thank you.
Any other ones you got on your test?
We ain't got that long.
Well, yeah, we do. Today is review day number 2 for some people. Some people have to leave. Miss Smith, you leave. All right. You can't see. All right. Let's see the other ones you missed. I'll pick on you.
All right, you can.
Okay. This one says I have to delete the page. I don't know why it won't let me add a page on the clear. But anyway.
Yeah.
It says students at a high school were polled to determine the type of music they preferred. There were 1,960 students. The responses are represented. What percent of students preferred country music? Now, I know I went over this one because I said there's 2 types of country. There's crappy country like they play today, and then there's real country.
I figured it out after I put it in.
We can't see
Take.
What's the
Okay, you
percentage?
can't.
Well, now, you can't blame it on being at the back of the room this time.
Y'all just bitch.
You got it. You zoomed out.
All right. So, dang old 1960, you're going to multiply by the whole thing, or the percent. So, 1960 times. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought this was in percentages. Forget what I said. Forget that. Hold on. That's if they have percentages. They don't have percentages. They have numbers. So forget what I just said. You're going to take country, 173, and you're going to divide by 1960 and multiply that by 100. Now that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is saying 173 is what percent of 1960 is just can't write anything today of percent over 100. 17,300 divided by 1960 is equal to your percent. And that is the same as that because this is over 1. So 17 times 100 over 1960. And that's equal to 17,300 over 1960. So no matter which way you do it, you're going to get 17,300 over 1960, which is 1730 over 196, which 1800 divided by 200 is 600, or let's see, 18 divided by 2 is 900. So it's around a little less than 900. What is it? Sorry, what?
8.8.
8.8. I'm sorry. Or 9. I said 900. 9. 8.8. So 8.8%. I said 9. And that's your answer.
Okay.
All right, let's look at another one. I'm just going over problems that were missed. All right, I think we did one like this, but we'll do it again. Now, my question is, if I go over a test and it's on video and you're a little bit apprehensive, because I know there's 2-3 people in here. There's ones that are apprehensive. There's 2 that are like, okay, I'm going to go over my homework one more time and then I'm going to take it. And then there's the kind that invented, 7 days of creation. All right, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the people that are a little bit apprehensive. If you're a little bit apprehensive and you've done your homework, then you might want to go over the video that I did the other day and today before you do the problems that are on the test. That's just a suggestion. Because the more problems you do that you don't like, the better off you're going to be. And doing the test, this problem may, 90% of you may say, oh, that one's easy. But the 10%, you may want to watch this video and the other day's video so you can do this problem 2 or 3 times before you take the test. Just a little word of advice. Again, I'm not talking to the people that created the earth and the heavens. Y'all know I'm kidding, right? There are people that think they did that. There are people. I didn't know if you knew that or not. You'll meet them one day. All right, so 40, 50, and 60. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and sometimes 13. 2 will go in there. 20, 25, 30. 5, 4, 5, 6. Real math stops. So 5, that'll be a 4, a 1, and a 6. 2, that'll be a 2, a 1, and a 3. 2, 1, 1, 3. 3, 1, 1, 1. And there is your common denominator. Now the good thing about it is, I got 2 and 5, and 2 and 5. What's that? 10 and 10. And anybody can multiply by 100. If you can't, then we need to talk after class. Okay? So that's 100. Okay, so that takes out those. And what's 2 times 3?
6.
So what's 6 times 100?
106.
Okay, that's your common denominator. So you go to your handy-dandy problem, and you say 1 over 40 minus 11 over 50 minus 13 over 60 over, no coughing in class, 600, 600, and 600. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to redo what I just did. 40, 50, and 60. 2, 20, 25, 30. 5, 4, 5, 6. 5, the 4, 1, 6. 2, 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 1, 3. And 3, 1, 1, 1. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I want to do this without having to depend on a calculator, and I want to do it using my brain. Okay? For some people that don't know what that means. 40 will go into 600. Well, let's say I don't have any clue. Go over here and take 40 out. Where's 40? Well, that's 10 times what? 4. And what's left?
15.
15 times 1 is 15. Isn't that a miracle? So let's go back over here and just imagine that these marks are going away because I don't want to disrupt the universe by trying to erase them. So how many times will 50 go into 600? We have no clue. We don't know our multiplication tables. So we go 50. Where is 50? Well, 50 is 10 times what?
5.
5. So what's left? 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 10 is 120. Plus 12 is 100 and what? 132. Good job. Now let's go over that again because some of you are going, Am I going to sit here and go 12 times 11 in my head? No, I'm not. I'm going to do 12 times 10, which anybody can multiply by 10. And then what's the difference between 11 and 10? 1, and 12 times 1.
And add that together.
If you've never seen this before, learn it. Because you have been deprived. You have not gotten your money's worth, and you should hit whoever your math teachers were. No, I'm just kidding. That's violence, and we live in a very passive, wussified country, so sensitive. So I can't say the word violent. Somebody might go into convulsions. So anyway, you're not getting your money's worth, because if you were told to do this, let's say 12 times 11, then you didn't get your money's worth. Because anybody can do this in their head. Now, some people say, well, Hubert, I go slow. Well, as I told Miss Porter the first time she cooked the cake, how fast were you?
Not fast at all.
Now she don't even measure stuff. She just she goes, okay, salt. Maybe 2. She don't even measure. Why? Because she's done it. Okay? If you do this one time, you're going to suck at it. If you do it 500 times, you're going to get good at it. And those synaptic parts of your brain, the solving process, is going to get better and better and better. And you won't be the stupid person with the calculator with the 6 cent going, what's this for? Okay? 60. Well, let's say you don't even know how to multiply tens. Let's go with 60. Take 6 times what? 10. And what is left? 10 times. And 10 times 13?
130.
130. So your final answer is 15 minus 132 minus 130 over 600. Now, you owe somebody $132 and you owe somebody $130. What do you owe them? $232, right? I'm sorry, $262, right? So 15, be quiet, $262 over 600. Now, I'm a spender. Okay, I'm not a saver. If I had a savings account, it had $5 in it because that's what you have to keep it. I do not save money. I know that's awful. All my retirement is out there eating grass. That's my retirement. All right, but my bank account is always close to being in the what?
The red.
Negative. Why? Because the money that I have in the bank is less than the number that I spend. So this is going to come out to be what, no matter what? Negative. That's negative. Okay, somebody take 15 minus 262 is negative 247. Huh?
247.
So it's 247 and y'all reduce if needed to. But that 247 doesn't look reducible because of that 7. The only thing that's divisible in 7 is 3 and 9. 3 times 9 is 27. So I think, you may, I don't know, 3, no.
No.
Because 3 will go into 24 8 times at least 7. So can't do it. Now I know I did one like that yesterday. You can still, yes, shut up. You know what I mean by yesterday. That means the day we met. What the day was that? Monday?
Monday.
All right, Monday I went. So that's 2 problems on the video that you can watch over and over and over and over for the one person that watches the video. All right, next. That's number 9. Number 16. All right, there's a good test question. It says, for those that can't see, it says 6.6 times 10 to the negative 7 over 3.0, and I do the 3.0 just so you can see the decimal. That's why I do that. Times 10 to the negative 4th. Okay? And what's 6.6 divided by 3?
3.3? No, 2.2.
Yeah, I think it is, because 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, here we go. We got to write it out because we don't want to make a careless mistake. Hubert does it, so if Hubert does it and has 3 degrees, then I need to do it. Always put those parentheses because you're going to mess up if you don't, especially with the quotient rule. So, 2.2 times 10. What's negative 7? Take my handy dandy blue marker and change those 2 negatives into... There you go. So what is... You owe $7, you have 4. There's your answer. Now, of course, what do they say write it in? Decimal notation. So you go over here and you put 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you put 2.2 times 10 to the negative third, I would count it right the first couple 2 times. After about 5 questions, if it says write in decimal notation, I'm going to start taking off. But the first 2 times I won't. See what I'm saying? You need to read the what? And usually, females don't have a problem with this. Sorry guys, what do y'all have problems with? Directions. That's why y'all and me ride around and the girl goes, wasn't that the same fast fare with the red Cadillac in front of it that we went by 2 hours ago?
Definitely a difference.
And Johnny's bicycle. Why does these parts, what's these extra parts for? And the guy goes, oh, they're for extra in case you lose any. Meanwhile, Johnny's in the ditch, back tire doing this with the bicycle.
Handlebars going in.
Yeah. Because it's going to need directions. We wrote the directions. And we also can travel from here to Panama City in 2.6 seconds. Y'all ran into any of those people since I told you that story? Usually it's a male.
I hate the one-uppers.
Huh?
I hate the one-uppers. Someone, when you say something, a story, oh, this is what happened to me, theirs is just so much better, or their day was just so much worse, or...
Oh, my gosh. Those people. I had a student one time. I went to school with this student. He went to Veritas with me, and he went to Southwood with me, and then he went to McDuffie, and then I went to Westside.
Go.
Well, anyway, 20, 50 years later, I'm teaching a class, and he walks into the class. And I never did think anything about it until about the 3rd or 4th day when a student would come in and say, I got run over by a train last night and died in the middle of my sleep. He would say, well, I got ran over by 2 trains. Oh my gosh. And it finally got to where I wouldn't even ask him. You know, there's some people, my ex-mother-in-law, and other people, you don't ask how they're doing. You just say, hey. And you feel awkward because you don't say how you doing. You just say, hey, pretty weather. You don't say how you doing because you don't want them to start.
They might start complaining about the weather, though.
Yeah, that's true. So you just say, hey. Anyway, this guy, he finally got to the point to where I would say, how you doing today? He said, oh, I just got off work. I said, did you work a 48-hour shift yesterday? And he'd go, and finally I got him to where he wouldn't answer. So, is this the one we just did? Is that the right answer?
Yeah, that's
okay. 17.
Yeah, I figured
All right.
that one out.
This one is a very good question because a lot of people think they get the right answer because, okay, he took it off, he put it back on, then he's just selling it for them. No, it's not true. Remember, you can't back in percentage problems. Walmart equation, you have to do the Walmart equation. So let's try this one. This one says, a man's purchased, I'm reading the book right now, talking about what you're talking about, Miss Smith. And most of the time, I know I switch gears sometimes. I'm like a woman. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do this. But most of the time when you run into somebody like that, the person is saying that just because they have issues.
Yeah.
The, Napoleon complex.
Yes.
Yeah, that's usually where it comes from. Women don't have that very much, but men have it tremendous.
That's what's wrong with my sisters.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing as the little man syndrome?
Yeah. You know, no hair, short in height, and we won't go into number 3.
Yeah.
But some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
So you want
My
30%
sister's fight over
of-
Elvis.
Oh gosh, she's still talking about the question? I'm just kidding. I'm fixing to go over. I'm sorry. A man purchased a used car for $5,000. So, dang old car, dang old on the side of the road.
Oh, God.
Go draw a car.
Dang old.
You need to make it a Ferrari.
No,
That's true.
that's something.
true.
All right? Okay, y'all come up here and draw it. Okay? All right, and it's got a tag of $5,000. He bought the car for $5,000. Do you know that I did not know that when you get somebody down on a price, you call it something?
Haggle.
No. When you blank somebody down,
Jew.
yeah. I didn't know that was offensive. Do you know why it's offensive?
Well, I mean, you don't mean it in an offensive way. Why is it?
No, it is.
It is.
It is because it refers to a Jewish person being cheap.
See,
Yeah.
when they open
I didn't know that till about a year or two ago. I didn't know that. I thought it was just, chop somebody down. I thought it was that. No, the actual word Jew means Jewish person don't want to spend that $5,000. They always want to spend $4,000, and that's why it's called. I didn't know that.
Also, when they have a store, the first customer that comes in, they have to sell them something if they have to keep reducing the price or whatever.
Is
they
that
have
just
to
a
sell
custom?
it. Mhm.
I didn't know that. But I didn't know that. And I know something else. You're going to laugh at me when I say this. You don't know words. I didn't know that a piece of furniture in your bedroom, you're going to laugh. A piece of furniture in your bedroom that has like 4 or 5 drawers in it,
Chest drawer.
I thought it was Chester drawers.
Chest.
I didn't know it was chest of drawers until about 5 years ago. I guarantee you, y'all have a word that you didn't know the meaning of or something in the last couple of years. I guarantee you do. I didn't know chest of drawers were chest of drawers. And I also thought, until about 4 years ago, that the shoe size was in inches.
I have
did
one
too.
for you.
It's
You
not.
remember the song that says G6? There was some song that come out, I'm glad y'all are young. I kept thinking he said cheese stick.
Uh-huh.
My daughter never thought that was funny. But I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Some people's going, you mean my shoe's not a 10-inch shoe? It's not. I don't know what it's based on. Somebody can Google it, but it's not 10 inches. Anyway, I don't know why I got started off on that. I get just something I just feel like talking about. Chasing rabbits today. I don't know. Okay. He decided to sell the car for 30% above. So X plus or minus percentage X is equal to the total. So X, what am I going to do? Add? Add.
Above, yeah.
0.3 X is equal to the total. So that's going to be 5,000 plus 30% of 5,000. Do you need a calculator on this? No, you do not. Equals the total. Why? Because what's 10% of 5,000? 500. So if 10% is 500, what's 30%?
300.
1,500.
Yeah.
So 5,000 plus 1,500 is equal to what?
Total.
6,500. So he put, so he said he bought it for this much. G-B-O-U-G-H-T. He bought it for that much, and he's selling it for $6,500. And he knocked a couple of dents out. So, now that takes care of all of that. He could not sell the car, so he reduced it by 30%. So we take 6,500 minus what?
30.
30% of 6,500. And that's going to equal the total. So what is 10% of 6,500? I'm sorry. Yeah, 6,500. What is 10% of that? 650. What's 3 times 650? 1950, Hubert. That's right, class. So 6,500 minus, y'all check me, 1950. Well, it's real easy. 6,500 minus 2,000 would be what?
45.
4,500 plus 50 is
45.50.
45.50. Is that what y'all come out with? I might have did that last part wrong. I don't know. 45.50.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all check my math. What's 30%? What's 0.3 times 6,500? And what's 6,500 minus 1950? That right?
Yeah.
So, he finally sold it for $45.50. So what did he do? Did he have a loss of $450? Or did he make a profit? Or did he break even?
He had a loss.
He had a loss. And you feel good about yourself. Did y'all notice I just did that problem without a calculator? So you should be able to do it without a calculator.
I don't think we're as good as you.
No, you just have to learn. All you got to do is move the decimal one place. All you got to do. Whenever you multiply by 10%, you just move the decimal one place, so it's 500. Okay? So 10% of 5,000 is 500. 10% of 500 is 50. And then you multiply by 3, because that's 30% instead of 10.
You make it look so easy.
It is once you know, I guarantee you if I went into a kitchen, you'd laugh at me. Because even though I cook, I don't cook like some women do.
You like making cookies from scratch. That's
Yeah,
what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
yeah, I would have to measure everything. I would measure everything. But I do cook, but I just don't cook like my mama does.
You mean you can't make biscuits?
No, yeah, I make biscuits, but I have to
Oh, yeah?
do everything out, and I have to have everything. My mama just sits there and then she rolls them out. So, like you said, that makes me feel stupid when she just... So it just takes what?
I just guess I've been out of school too long.
It takes practice, 1,000 years, what?
Yeah.
Okay?
Feels like it.
Just takes practice, just like the bicycle.
You get it.
Number 20. No, she won't. She's going to fail, remember?
You know what?
Quit encouraging her. You're going to encourage her, she'll be, a little bit of faith will be dug in deeper and ticks on her hands. All right, try this one. She'll be trying to make an A next thing you know.
Well, I hope to graduate with honors, but I
Oh, you can forget that out of this class. You can forget that. I'll do everything I can to make sure you just go all black. No collars, no anything. I'm kidding, okay? I told y'all about one student went to the president's office. told president that I was telling him to quit school. The president laughed because both of his daughters were in my class. And now one of them's a veterinarian and the other one's an engineer. So they must have learned something.
Yeah, there's some people that are too sensitive.
And they wonder why Donald Trump is leading them polls. People are tired of that crap. Oh, I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm offended. Oh, you think old Putin cares whether we're offended or not? You think ISIS cares if we're offended?
I don't care about everyone getting offended. Said I don't care about everyone getting offended.
Well, I know that, and 75% of the nation don't either. But you got these people. I'm a Southern Baptist. Been a Southern Baptist all my life. People make fun of Southern Baptists going into the ABC store and not knowing the guy at the ABC store's name, where the Methodist does. Yeah, I don't get offended. And Southern Baptists are the only ones that eat fried chicken. You know, I don't get offended. It's true. No, I'm just kidding. All right, -9 and -8. You owe what?
$9.
You owe
17.
17. You have $19 in the bank. You owe $17. What's the outcome? You have $2 in the bank. Simple as that. I don't know where there it is. Think of it as money. The only problem I see students having here is using multiplication instead of, they would think 19 times 17. That's the only thing I see students making a mistake of. Or those stupid rules that you were told in
Grade school.
whatever school, those creep in and start to mess with you.
Yeah.
Which they're ridiculous. All you got to do is, you got 2 debts up there. You owe $9, you owe $8.
Well, parentheses was supposed to be multiplication, wasn't it? I mean,
Well,
parentheses-
yes, but what's in front of these parentheses right here? A plus what? 1. You distribute that 1, and it becomes 19 minus 17.
Now, where'd you get the 1 from?
The 1, well, see, there's a sign here, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
There's always something to the right of that sign, always. Can't be a 0, because what would happen if it was 0? This whole thing would go out, and there wouldn't be any use of having 17. It's not 2, because there's not a 2 there. So it's a what? A 1. 1 times -17 is -17. So this turns into 19 minus 17. And you feel good about yourself. I hope nobody missed the gimme questions.
No, I got those.
You got those? Well, good. I'm glad. And please, if you did miss them, do not tell anybody. All right, so that's the
If they
test.
miss them, they would probably tell somebody.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and look and see if anybody sent in any homework questions. And I will check that. This email does not work like it used to, so I'll just go through and look because it is a pain to try to get these over and into other. So y'all just look for y'all's sections. There's 11, so we'll start at 11. Okay, I can't work the problem. What's wrong? There is something going on with these computers. What?
Go get the mouse one. You gotta take a listen.
I did. I thought I did.
No.
Oh. No.
Huh?
I don't know what this phone is doing.
He said, hold up, you gotta catch up.
Let me get out of this. Maybe that'll work.